I know. Right, Katie.
Hi.
That's Katie, I'm sure. Katie, what happened in the last episode of Moon Knight? Sorry. What happened in the last episode? Yep. What happened in the last episode of Moon Knight?
So, if I remember correctly, it's been a little while since we watched the last episode, but I'm pretty sure it was the episode where they actually got into the tunnels, wasn't it?
Yep. The tomb.
The tomb, yeah. We got in and it was Stephen that went in, it wasn't Mark.
Stephen's brains.
Yeah, with Layla. And it was cool because he kind of discovered, like, which way they have to go and stuff. It was weird, like, cave mummies,
Mummies,
people.
yeah. You can say mummies.
That were just, you know,
The mummy
like,
returns too.
trying to, you know, disembowel them and all that, which is fun. Eventually, it was, what was it? It was Alexander the Great, wasn't it? Which I liked. I liked the fact it was Alexander the Great. Who had he was the previous avatar of Amit, wasn't he?
One of them.
I thought he was the last known. And the thing was in his throat, wasn't it? They had to like fish around, and then he got shot.
Mark got shot,
yeah. And then he found himself in like a weird like asylum. I don't know if it was supposed to be like purgatory or something, but it kind of or like the Egyptian version, whatever that is.
The psychiatrist was Harrow.
Yeah.
One of the guys who got disemboweled was there. One of Harrow's.
Layla was there.
Layla was there. There was other sort of people were there, but the other thing was that Stephen was there.
Yeah, Mark found Stephen. He was like in a
sarcophagus,
wasn't he?
But
there was
another sarcophagus that was red and it was shaking.
We were kind of talking about before, weren't we, where both Mark and Stephen had kind of woke up and they'd killed a bunch of kids, and they were like, "Oh, which one of us did it?"
Nonsense. I find this really encouraging, honestly.
But is it?
I do.
Is there a hippopotamus in the MCU now?
Often build places. Ward. Yeah. It could be.
You would think that someone who has mental problems, if they had a mental breakdown, would say a psych.
Extremely interesting. Is this new the new animal character?
Hippopotamus.
I find that really interesting. This hippo could break down the walls between.
He's such a good actor.
And Stephen, and we might find.
Which one?
Both of them.
Oh man! Wow, these guys are really amazing.
Is he always so intense?
Who, him? Yeah, pretty much.
So are you two like twins?
No. Yes, sort of.
Hey, I'm afraid you're actually quite dead.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, thank you, English hippopotamus.
I'm dead. We're dead.
I love
Okay.
that she's English.
She's guiding us through our journey to the afterlife. Wow. Okay.
Oh, he's nerding out so much. Good for him.
So this is the afterlife. The afterlife.
Afterlife.
I love this.
Because the duets too.
This is an organizing principle. See, doctor. I'll prove it to you. So right through these doors.
He's getting
for
to him, isn't he?
example, You go through here, there's going to be a bunch of patients, and there's Crawley probably about to yell, bingo! Oh my god! Oh my god!
What?
What?
That was the skills.
To feel the reed, right, Toetic?
Oh, so he's the smart one.
Ah!
If your heart's balanced in life, then you will spend eternity in paradise.
Uh-oh.
The field of reeds. But,
Skills.
Before we get
Scales of justice and the feather of truth. See, the ancient
Gonna be balanced, isn't it?
was the sign of
Or is it?
you really were in love.
Is it the two of them that was balancing out the third one?
By the time you end the journey, then a soul is permitted to pass into the field of reeds.
What if they don't balance?
fingers crossed for you guys, hey?
I love her. I think she's awesome.
There's no way we're ending up down there.
Now, I don't know what you two guys have been hiding, but my advice, get in there and show
Did-
each other the truth.
Didn't we also
Balance
guess
your
that
scales before we arrive at the field.
whoever the third
Your souls will be destroyed.
Whether the third was also the first.
So how are we supposed to do this?
Potentially, yeah.
Not sure. You think they...
That's him.
Oh, that's the bathroom scene,
That's
isn't
him
it?
beating up the mummy wolf dog. Turning back of the time. That's awesome.
Whoa,
I love that episode.
that's wild.
Oh,
Just a creepy calf filled with dead bodies. That's all it is. No prizes. Guessing who's...
Are these all the people he's killed?
Yours. Funny.
Or I guess they've killed.
maybe, aye. How would they tell? Is there going to be someone there that they recognise?
Who's that?
Oh.
Oh, the little boy. They talked about the little boy, didn't he? With
Why
ha-
is there a child in a room filled with people that you've killed?
Oh, he killed his brother.
We'll eat later.
Boys, you've gone too long.
Hey,
That was the.
What do? Keep an eye on your brother, okay?
That's the woman who
Wild
Earlier on.
crocodile.
earlier on we saw her saying it's all your fault. She was screaming it's all your fault.
Is it like Mark accidentally killed, like, was
was it-
somehow the
was it
cause of his
Mark?
little brother?
Was it Mark?
Okay, it'll be fine. Won't be a baby.
This is the second episode of something we've watched this week where there's been an emotional was that a Concho thing? So maybe he didn't kill his brother, but he didn't save him. Didn't look after him.
He said, didn't he? He said, oh, it'll be fine. Didn't he? He was like,
Mark's. It's actually quite sad, isn't it? Are they going to explore each other's lives? No. This is funeral, isn't it?
Your fault! This is all your fault!
Did his mother go insane?
Come here. Come here. Stop. Don't go up there. Stop.
Wendy? Wendy, come on, please. Wendy, please. You're just about to blow out the candles now.
Oh, come on, bless him. Because normally I would always think that mothers, even if they lost one, they wouldn't necessarily blame the other.
unless it was something like
Unless
horrible.
it was something out. No, even then, I don't even think. Because I don't think mothers have favourite children.
Without your favorite cake.
I think dads do. Dads definitely have favourite children.
All right. Why are you remembering her like that? It's not what she was like. No, let me go. Let me back in there. What are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Son,
It
This
just
very first met Concho.
it just seems like it would be like correct writing for there to be a really good one, a really bad one, and a middle one. Like Stephen's
They
the
all
really
need
good.
each other to balance.
Yeah, like Stephen's the really good, Mark's the middle, and we haven't met the really bad one.
Do you swear to protect the travelers of the
I like-
light and bring my vengeance to those who would do them harm?
I like how it's not making it completely obvious about who's good and who's bad in this.
Have we done it?
Moon Knight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he said it. That's why it's called that.
Baboons?
Wonder if at the end of this episode we meet the third.
So I am curious to know if I interpreted that right. Was it like, so that was Mark,
Back at the house.
and they had a younger brother?
Didn't want me to go.
Was he called Stephen or no? Or was he just a younger brother?
Just give me a second.
No, he was called Roro or something, wasn't he? I think Stephen was the character off the video. Do you remember the video where it had like...
But it's like a psychological thing, you say. I wonder if he's protecting Stephen.
See, it is actually quite sad because Stephen isn't necessarily Khonshu's weapon, and neither is, well, if there is a third, it's Mark that's the tool. That's the thing. That's the thing as well, isn't it? It's which one came first? Because Stephen said that his mother wasn't like that.
He had a completely different memory of her.
So he's got to open up to Stephen. So this is inside his head.
Yeah.
The other place is what's actually happening.
Bloody hell. Look at the state of this place. Better sort it out before Mum sees it. Mark, open the door right now.
Mark protected him. Mark made Stephen. Oh, come on.
See what she did.
But why couldn't he remember him?
You're not to see that. You're not meant to see that. That's the whole point of you. What does it matter? What, you want to remember the truth? That you had a mother that beat you? That hated you? That made your life a living hell? You know, he was trying to upset me. But you got to live thinking that she loved you. That she was kind. That she's still alive.
He kept on ringing her. Is he gonna like pick up the faults and
This is essentially the same as what was happening to his mother. Mark couldn't get through this, so he's getting Stephen to do it.
It's very Ned Flanders.
Yeah, I think Stephen's gonna see through it all.
You say that again. My mother is alive. You say that again, I will freak out. I promise. Would you like to speak? What do we got? Would you like to speak to me?
Does he believe? You know what? I really respect this show because it's not often you see the mother being the abusive one, like the bad one, and the. He's such a good actor. Good for, you know, what a guy Oscar Isaac is. People told us about this episode, said that we were gonna really see how good of an actor he was, and they were right. He's such a good actor. Oh, that's what the day was. The day was his mother's funeral.
Huh?
That's what that day. What they was saw. The day was his mother's funeral.
Hey, Mum. Hey, you alright? Yeah, would you believe it? I am totally lost again. Don't know where I am.
Oh, that's bloody heartbreaking.
No, I know, I did it again. But I don't know.
So he's right, Mark. Mark's right. Is that he never even had a clue that he was in a family that was abusive. Well, had a mother that was abusive. So then, where does the third one come in?
I don't know.
Maybe the third one hasn't even been.
They've only ever like slightly hinted at it. I don't even know if they'll show us the third one.
I think this episode might end showing us the third one. What if the third one only comes out
I've never seen the gates to the world above, so
after he's died?
How do I open it?
I'm so sorry.
Stay back, Stephen.
Come on. New York, goodbye. Watch out, watch out!
Oh, they've got sand faces. That's cheating. Oh, he's piloting the ship. Do you pilot a ship? Right, get back inside and balance the scales. I think we're right. I think there's a third personality, and only with the third personality can they really balance the scales. Because that's just sensible writing. And if there's one thing the MCU is... Watch out!
Help him!
Is Stephen gonna die?
Stop the boat! Stop the boat!
I guess because it's like they're both like one half of the same person, aren't they?
No, because
it's like a split personality, isn't it? So it's like essentially the two halves of the same person. I guess because it's like a split personality, so it's like two halves of the same person. So now that.
But there's the third one.
But we don't know that for sure, though. We assume it's a third one.
There's got to be a third one because Mark had his own sarcophagus, Stephen had his, and there was a third. There must be a third personality. So unless that the show's turning and saying, so Mark's actually the good one.
I don't think it's that it's a good one. I think it was just like I don't even know.
Because to me, the route I thought it was good, because that was a shock there if that's him dead, because the writing for me seemed fairly sensible in saying that there's a really good one, a middle one, and a really bad one.
Yeah.
Like the really good one's Stephen, Mark, and then whoever the really bad one is, I don't know. But with Stephen not being there and it being balanced, maybe it was actually saying that it was too good. That's why it wasn't balanced.
But Stephen's like Mark's now like
Mark and Stephen, them both, because Mark isn't actually a bad guy. We've seen him that he's killed people and he's regretted stuff, but he's also saved a lot of people. He's also helped people. So maybe it was saying that yes, there is a really bad one, but because there are two really good ones, it's unbalanced. It's sad, actually. It's a shame.
I really like Stephen.
I did as well. He had to kill the English guy, didn't he? I hope the really bad one's English.
No, I would like to think that he's not dead.
Yeah, maybe you can save him. Probably not, but you know.
Just say stuff like that.
I can't see that being the case. So that was us reacting to episode 5 of Moon Knight. We are trying to get through all of the shows that we've started. We've just finished The Boys. We're going to get Moon Knight finished, and you know, we need to power through All of Us Are Dead as well.
Yeah.
Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell, be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
I just don't know how it's going to end. I don't know where the show's going to end.
Showdown between Harrow and Moon Knight.
I know, but she's making it seem like because Khonshu's like the bad guy, isn't he? That's like the.
I think it's.
It's pretty much saying that Khonshu's basically just used the entire time.
Yeah.
He's not good, as good as what we think he is. So
you have to remember the Egyptians were a lot like the Greeks in that they didn't pretend to be all loving.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to be satirical about other religions and other deities, but the Greeks, the Egyptians, they didn't pretend to be all loving. You know, they were actually quite human. As Stephen Fry would say, they were actually quite human in their capriciousness. So, but while they had their duties, they would still do their duties, but they might not necessarily, just because the duty is a good thing, they might not do the duty in the right way. So I think it's making a point of going, so Khonshu is technically the good guy, but he is still a god and he is still a bit sleazy. Because he did take advantage of Mark there, you know. And has, you know, he wasn't very nice to Stephen. And he's just generally not very nice. But I think that's the point. I think it's actually done quite a good job of, apart from whoever that was there, the hippo, I'm forgetting the name. She was quite nice, and she was English as well. I like that. Such a good actor, like Oscar Isaac, isn't he? Brilliant actor.
It's like you can just tell from I love when they when it shifts and you see him go from Mark to Steve and vice versa, because it's like the slightest change in his face and you're like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, it's the facial twitch, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.